Good morning, YouTube Pipe Pals. This is Grandpa Cavendish coming at you once again from Huntington, New York on a cold, I'd say, mid-January day. And I'm outside in my backyard. It was mild enough today, I think, to come outside. We don't have too much wind, so I thought I'd do a video outside. Don't get that chance that often at this time of the year. But my intention today is to send a shout-out to Nathan Campbell. And Nathan, I just want to thank you very much. I received your YABO yesterday in the mail, and I guess to clarify things, this is actually not a YABO. It's since it's not yet another box opening, but my first box opening as a YouTube pipe presenter. So I'm particularly excited about this, and Nathan, you were kind enough to send this to me, and I appreciate it very much. So I wanted to share this with everyone. So let me go ahead and break the seal here and see what we have inside. And Nathan, I think, as you all know, is a fairly well-known presenter on YouTube. Really nice gentleman, and I hope you all can see that clearly. And it says, "Enjoy your new tamper, Nate." And wow, is that a beauty or what? Very, very nice. My favorite color too, Nate. Green. So that's a homemade tamper with a, I'm guessing that's a 9mm shell casing at the end, which makes for an excellent tamper. And why don't we give it a try? Let me get this pipe relit. There we go. Excellent. Thank you again, Nate. I'm going to use that, and every time I use it, I'm going to think of you. So thanks for the hospitality of sending that on through. I thought I would take this occasion to also to do a little comparison. Since since Christmas at least, I've been spending some time evaluating different tobaccos, and one of the things I've gotten into here is Virginias, and I thought I would do a side-by-side comparison today of two of the Virginias that I have, which are distinctly different. And one of them is McClellan's Blackwood's Flake, which I have in this corn cob right here. And the other is Orlick Golden Sliced, which I have in this corn cob here. And once again, let me give it a light. And take that occasion to use Nate's tamper again. I'm doing this side-by-side comparison because I think these are similar in many ways, but different in many ways too. Obviously, they're both Virginia tobaccos. And that's a big difference right there. And I'll explain that, is the Blackwood's Flake is a little more difficult to smoke. Requires more relights. It needs to be dried out before it can be enjoyed. So in this particular case, I rubbed it out and let it dry out for 3 or 4 hours. But still, it can be a little tricky. It's much moister. On the other hand, the Orlick Golden Sliced is good right out of the tin. It's the right moisture level. I also rubbed it out here. So that's one area of difference, is the Blackwoods Flake does require more maintenance to use. Now, the tin description on the Orlick describes it as a golden Virginia. The tin description on the McClellan Blackwoods Flake describes it as a matured Virginia. Red and black Virginia, aged. So both Virginias, but handled in different ways in the process of preparing the tobacco. Now, I know many people have described the Orlick or similar tobaccos to it, such as, say, Dunhill Flake, as citrusy, and I would tend to agree with that. It has a bit of a citrusy taste. It's lighter, fresher might be a word to describe it. On the other hand, the Blackwoods Flake is more dried, fruit-like, fig-like, raisiny. It's a deeper flavor. And I think that makes sense, you know, being that it's aged and it's composed of red and black stoved type Virginia. So I think they're very different tasting. So depending on what you're looking for, I know many people seem to enjoy the lighter type of Virginia, such as the Orlick, in the springtime, in the summer when it's mild outside, and at this time of the year when it's cold, or the fall, maybe the more deeper, more mellowed, sweeter, maybe Blackwoods Flake type of tobacco. So they're two interesting ones to try. Both go well with a cup of coffee or tea. And I do enjoy them both, and so it may be something for you all to try a little taste comparison side by side. I think this is kind of a neat way to evaluate tobaccos, just because it's kind of hard to remember from day to day precisely how they taste. The Orlick is very maintenance free. As I said, like this particular bowl hasn't required, I think, one relight so far. It stays going very well. It definitely has that lighter, citrusy, light, raisiny type of taste. It's very nice. The Blackwoods, though, equally good, but it's in a slightly different way. Very tasty too. The burn characteristics, as I say, are a little different. Just because this is a denser flake, it's moister. It requires, as I say, that drying time. So it's a little tougher just to deal with. But I would say it's well worth it once you get it going. And you can sit back and enjoy it. So once again, Nate, thank you so much for the tamper. It's a beauty. I'm going to use this quite often, I'm sure. And it's going to be my companion for the next couple of months and beyond, I'm sure. So thank you, Nate. Thank you all. Hope you enjoyed this video today. And have a great winter. Enjoy your mellow-aged Virginias. Take care, everybody.